Hello, my beautiful Scorpios, and welcome to your general reading. So today we're going to be seeing what is coming towards you, family, lover, friend, or foe. Please remember the energies in this reading can go vice versa, okay? So switch the gender, switch the roles, do what you have to do, and leave the rest, okay? If any of you would like to book a personal or information on how to do so is in my description box below. So wait 1 second, because what is going on? So my cards are like all over the place. Okay. I have a sense of urgency with you, Scorpios, because like I really felt like I had to do your reading. Like literally, it's what time is it? Okay, it's not that early. It's like 9:34 a.m. But as soon as like I got up, like normally I have my tea and, you know, get dressed or whatnot. Well, I mean, I got dressed obviously, but I normally have my tea, you know, do my little incense and everything. But something was like, do Scorpio's reading. Like I've been thinking about Scorpio since yesterday, but yesterday I was too busy and I got home really late, so I couldn't do it. But I'm getting that there's a sense of urgency, like somebody feels like they really need to get in contact with you, or maybe you feel like you really need to do something, or you could really have something or someone on your mind, okay, but you don't know why, okay? So if you feel like you can't stop thinking about something, I think because you're sensing something coming towards you, or somebody could be thinking about you, okay? I don't think it's a bad thing or bad thoughts, okay? Okay, I also had a download for you because your last reading was your love reading was in love with the schizophrenic. So yesterday I heard a figment of your imagination. So I feel like you're going to get confirmation that either you or someone else that you are dealing with has mental health issues, like unless you already know. I'm getting something about the 1980s as well. Something is very significant about the 1980s. So it's either somebody went to a mental health institution in the 1980s or somebody was born in the 1980s, okay? But in the 1980s, especially I think in the USA and the Canadian government, the CIA, they done experiments on people who was on patients who were in mental health institutions, okay? They done like shock therapy, gave them subliminals, gave them drugs to desensitize them so that they could basically, it was like this brainwashing experiment, but they were told that they were being given treatment as a means to get better, but it actually wasn't. And then I think they done it on 53 people, but 6 people were identified. 1 person committed suicide, and the other people, I think they sued the CIA and the Canadian government for like $1 million or something, because the effects of the treatment, and because obviously they found out that they were secretly a part of some kind of experiment, okay? So I feel like, you know, if you are someone that, like I said, has been to a psychiatric unit, or you know someone, I can guarantee you that person has been experimented on in some type of way, okay? And this is why they're not the same, like especially if someone has lost a specific part of their life. So one of the women that got experimented on, she lost 10 years of her life, like in memory. She just couldn't remember anything because of all the things that they would do, okay? So you're going to get confirmation that someone is not quite right. If this is you, I can understand why you don't want to admit it, because obviously you may not want to go into that type of vicinity because of the type of things that they do. But I would say to speak to a psychologist, or not a psychiatrist, because a psychiatrist is different. Psychiatrists can they can prescribe you medication. They're basically doctors, whereas a psychologist talks to you about your feelings, okay? So I would suggest for you to go and speak to someone, okay? Or if you could try to encourage the person that you're dealing with, because, you know, when you don't have control over your own mind, it could be very detrimental, okay? So yeah, so that's just a download. That's not for everybody. That's for those of you that resonated with the last reading, okay? But let's just get some positive energy. So this is for my beautiful Scorpios. For my beautiful Scorpios. So what is the overall energy? Let's do it together, because I haven't done it for you guys yet. Also, we have Oh So Magical at the bottom of the deck. Beautiful. And then we have Oh So Fantastic. Who else got this energy? I think it was Aquarius. I think it was Aquarius or Gemini, okay? Could be dealing with an Aquarius or a Gemini. But either way, yeah, Oh So Fantastic and Oh So Magical. I feel like something is so, that's what I'm getting. Something is so surreal. So somebody could be living in like a fantasy world, okay? Something could be like a figment of somebody's imagination. Literally, somebody could really be into like fantasy comics or like movies or series or something like that. Okay, I also feel like you are a very magical person. Okay, so if you are practicing magic in any type of form, if you do manifestations, law of attraction, if you do any kind of like ritual work, okay, I feel like it's really working, especially if you've done anything on the full moon in Pisces. I mean, the full moon is still around, okay, so take advantage of that energies, okay? But I feel like something that you're working on is going to materialize or is going to come into fruition, okay? So much so that you're going to be like, I can't believe this is happening, or I can't believe this is real, or I can't believe I did that, okay? So I feel like your reality is going to be tested. You're going to be like, okay, is this really happening? Like, what's really going on, okay? But I'm hearing to believe it, okay? If you are working on anything, like I say, in terms of like an occultic way, your powers are very, very strong. Or you're dealing with someone who's very, very magical, okay? Someone's kind of like a unicorn, okay? Or somebody is filled with a lot of talent, okay? I'm also getting that a miracle is going to happen, okay? So beautiful energy. I also feel like someone just feels like you're so fantastic. Someone just thinks that, wow, like you're just so amazing. Like, just... who are you and where did you come from, okay? So beautiful energy. So this is for my beautiful Scorpios, okay? Also, we have attachment that wanted to come out. And at the bottom of the deck, we have build home, okay? So, yeah, so like I said, it's almost like somebody here is like really attached to something. Somebody could be addicted to like magic, witchcraft, or I feel like somebody gets their power through superficial things as well. Like maybe somebody thinks that like being in a certain position or having a lot of things, okay, makes them powerful, but really it's all to do with what's within, because your powers come from within, okay? But just be careful not to get too obsessed with something. Also, there could be somebody that's trying to do work on you to attach themselves to you. Okay, so like I was getting in the beginning, like if you can't stop thinking about something or someone, or you have this urgency, because I was getting that in the beginning, like I had this urgency to kind of get to you and read to you. So you may be feeling these urges out of nowhere. Okay, that could be somebody trying to pull you in. So just be very, very careful. Okay. Yeah, and then we have the Great Crumble. So this would be the Tower card, okay? And then we have, inner strength. So you see how she's got like her hands on her face and she's got the wine there. It's almost like, I need to kind of stop myself from doing this. Okay, so yeah, I just feel like if somebody's doing something, it could go in a different direction. So just be very careful when it comes to trying to manipulating people's realities, or if somebody's trying to do something to you, it's not going to end well because, they don't understand they're fucking with a Scorpio. Okay. But yeah, the Great Crumble. So I feel like something is going to crumble down. Like I said, I feel like somebody here lives in a fantasy world, or something has been a figment of somebody's imagination, and I feel like they're finally going to realize, like, wow, shit, that was all in my head. Okay, or something that you thought was really fantastic and really amazing, you're going to find out that it's not what it's cracked up to be. Like I said, this could have been something that you were really attached to, okay? Or this could be somebody trying to scramble with your foundation, okay? Because they can see that you're very stable, that you're very powerful. I feel like somebody's trying to attach you to things that don't matter, like things, because things are replaceable, people are not. Okay, so yeah, look, we've got comparison that wanted to come out here, okay? Interesting. At the bottom of the deck, we have seek guidance, yeah. So like I was saying in the beginning, I feel like somebody needs to seek help. They need to speak to somebody. I feel like this is what somebody's going to do. Because she almost looks like she's in like the doctor's office or something like that. Or she's talking to a therapist there and she's got tears in her eyes. So I feel like I said, I feel like somebody's going to come into the reality that their reality isn't what they thought it was, okay? Now, we have comparison here, okay? So in this card, this girl, she's got all of these likes, okay? She's kind of in the spotlight with all these stars. And there's somebody that's kind of like looking at her. But you see, this person is a lot smaller than this person. So I'm getting something like you have a presence online, but really you're not that impressive in person. Quote, was I on key? If you don't know about him, please support him. He's like a brilliant artist, okay? But yeah, so it's almost like somebody is popular. Like I said, they have all this status, but they always compare themselves to you because you make this person feel small. Because I feel like there's somebody here that's not as popular, they're not as known, but they're the ones that have the true talent, the true magic. They are truly powerful. So if somebody's like being mean to you, you're receiving like online hate, bullying, okay, it's just because somebody's comparing themselves to you. I feel like somebody's afraid of your potential because look how huge this girl is compared to this person. But I feel like you are just like someone, okay? But it's almost like somebody thinks that someone thinks that their status or what they have makes them better than other people. But really, it's an internal thing. So with the Great Crumble, I feel like someone's going to get humbled. Now I think this came up in Aquarius's reading. So you may want to watch that, or if you're dealing with an Aquarius or you have significant Aquarian placements. Okay. Now also this is saying as well, don't compare yourself to anybody else, okay? Because not everything is what it seems. Okay, because with this girl right here, she's kind of sitting on her throne, but it's almost like she's chained to all of those things around her. Okay, because I'm hearing everything has its price, or everything comes with a price, or so a lot of these like people like in the industry, especially in the music industry and stuff like that, a lot of people who are like really famous and like really out there, everybody thinks that they live such a wonderful life, but they don't. A lot of them are not actually paid. Okay, it's kind of just all for show. But a lot of them are not paid. They're not getting what you think they're getting. They're signed to a record label, and a lot of the times they have to it's like they have a loan, and then they have to make the money back through their music in order to pay to the people that sign them. And if they don't make that money back, then they're broke. Okay, they have to keep producing music and keep putting things out there and create imagining this beautiful lifestyle, but really behind closed doors, it's not what it seems, or they're being forced to do things because of what the contract says. Okay, so I'm hearing don't worry about what you see online, because it's always the underrated people, the underdogs, the people that don't get noticed a lot. There's the ones that have the real gifts and the real talents. Okay, and obviously people don't want them to be in the spotlight because they have real gifts. We live in a fake culture, a very superficial and lustful culture. Okay, so just try to not compare yourself to people that you see online, because not everything is what it seems. And I feel like the person that you are comparing yourself to, they actually look up to you. They actually are afraid of your gifts. Okay. So yeah, if you're going through a lot, or if you feel like something is taking long to grow, somebody's trying to fuck with your foundation by using witchcraft, manipulation, subliminals, because they can see that your future is magical, your future is fantastic, your future is bright. They don't want you to get there. Because it's almost like someone's like, I'm like half as you, but I've got all this attention. Imagine you're twice as more gifted than I am, or you're twice as more powerful. Imagine you get recognized. Imagine how far you would become. But I always say there's room for everybody, especially on the internet. So I just don't understand. Now somebody could be seeking guidance because they know that they have some kind of insecurity. They know that they have attachments, they have addictions to certain type of things. Okay, and somebody understands that. They understand that they could be going through a crisis right now with the Great Crumble. So I feel like somebody knows that they have a tendency to compare themselves, or they know that they're very destructive. So they could be talking to somebody because of this energy. Okay, so it could go either way. Yeah, underneath that we got deep knowing. So like I said, somebody is very powerful, they're very gifted, but also somebody knows deep down inside that their behavior isn't, is a cause for concern. So they're trying to seek guidance to see how they can deal, or how they can manage with their behavior, or with what's going on. Or like I said, if this isn't you, this is somebody around you. Okay, I feel like you just really threatened someone. Please clarify attachment. So what is this attachment about? Yeah, I am kind and giving. Okay, that wanted to come out. Okay, so I feel like somebody here could be very selfish and very possessive. You see how it's almost she's sitting there, she's like, this is all mine, it belongs to me. So I feel like somebody needs to be more selfless. They need to give more. Maybe somebody isn't very kind, they're very mean, and they're very cruel. So, they're trying to find guidance in order to help with their tendencies. Like, how can I be a better individual? How can I be a better person? I also feel like there's something that somebody owes you that they're refusing to give to you. Okay? So this, like I said, just choose whatever side you're on, because somebody needs to work on being more giving. And, you know, yeah, we have I am optimistic that wanted to come out. And this is followed by the great crumble. Okay, so like I said, you know, the optimistic card, this is like ruled by Sagittarian energy, that luck, that expansion. So I feel like somebody doesn't want you to expand, or somebody wants you to feel like everything is crumbling down, or you don't have you know, you don't have, like, something's never going to happen for you. Okay, or every time, you know, like you're 2 steps ahead and like 5 steps back. Okay, so it's saying no matter what's going on around you, stay optimistic, stay positive, and keep building. Okay, sometimes things have to fall before they can rebuild. I had a download about destruction a few days ago. I don't know if I uploaded it, so if I didn't, I'll upload it tonight. But I had a theory about people who have destructive mindsets, and I was basically saying something along the lines of like, I feel like people they don't understand what peace is. Peace is almost too good to be true. So people create destructive scenarios because it's almost like, say you're in a relationship and everything is going well, and all of a sudden your partner just goes wild at you, or they break up with you for no reason. It's because everything is peaceful. It's like we're having a great time, we're in love. You had to create drama because you were too concerned with the calm. Because, you know, it's almost like someone felt like something was too good to be true, or you're too good to be true. So it's like, well, I have to sabotage this now, because if I don't sabotage it, something is going to happen and I want to be in control of the situation. But it's like, well, no, like, just accept that something is going well and it's peaceful. So somebody's like addicted to like chaos with the attachment and the crumble card here, okay? So people are you know, programmed to believe that you need to have a crisis in order for there to be peace. Because, you know, when do we pray for peace? When do we ask for peace? When normally something traumatic is happening. So when you are naturally in a peaceful situation, it's like, well, nothing traumatic happened in order for me to receive this. So now I need to create that trauma. So this could be like a subconscious thing. Maybe this is something that, you know, somebody's telling you, or that you're figuring out. Okay, or that you're recognizing. Yeah, this definitely could be to do with a loving situation. We have I'm swept up in romance. So I feel like your partner compares himself to you. For some of you, this could be like a same-sex relationship as well, but it does not have to be. Okay, we have I am sassy and sexy. That wanted to clarify that. So yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're naturally sassy, you're naturally sexy, you're naturally seductive. I mean, you know, that Scorpionic tendencies, okay, but someone is almost like they're trying to be like you, or they feel like they need to be like you. And it's just like, be yourself, bruh. I ain't trying to be like you, and you ain't trying to be like me, okay? Look at this. I am attracting pure love. So like I said, I definitely, and then we have I am divine underneath. But you see, the divine was in the reverse. So I feel like somebody's acting from like a lower frequency, okay? But I am attracting pure love. I feel like because you could be dealing with your opposite sign of Taurus, but somebody here is the embodiment of full love, and I feel like someone else is the embodiment of hate, and I feel like they're starting to realize that, okay? Because I feel like you help to bring somebody back down to earth. Like I said, somebody's kind of like out of their mind. So they're realizing that, you know, love is the most powerful force, or the love frequency. I'm hearing something about the Venus project as well. But it's like I said, this is definitely something to do with a loving situation, or your love for things. Maybe somebody treats people like they're objects. Okay? Because like I said earlier, you know, objects are replaceable. People are not. Okay? So I feel like you're trying to seek guidance on how you can attract the love frequency, how you can be more loving, or this is the person around you, or somebody's trying to attract you. Because like I said, I feel like somebody thought that, okay, somebody didn't like that I just said that. Somebody tried to, I've completely forgot what I was going to say. So yeah, someone's falling apart, okay? Or I'm hearing like a wake-up call or an epiphany, or somebody's crumbling without you, or they're going to. Because they wasn't kind, they wasn't giving, they wasn't loving. So I'm hearing that treat him mean to keep him keen. I think Capricorn got that in their last love reading, which was, you know, I think I named it when the treating you mean to keep you keen backfires. So I feel like somebody's realizing that they can't get where they want in life, or they can't get what they want, or things can't last if they keep thinking or acting in a mean spirit, especially when you're dealing with somebody who's loving, okay? So you could be dealing with a Taurus, a Libra, okay? Somebody who's very Venusian, okay? So let's just pull the tarot. So this is a long reading, guys. I haven't even got to the tarot yet. The Nine of Cups, okay? So Piscean energy, yeah, and the Empress of Passion, so the Queen of Wands. Could be dealing with a Pisces or a fire sign. Okay, so really somebody really wants you. They're really, really attracted to you, or you're very attracted to someone here, okay? Somebody ticks all your boxes, okay? But I feel like you're figuring out what is it that you really want. Because I feel like you're very attached to someone, okay? But like I said, you're treating someone like they're an object, or someone's treating you like they're an object. Because again, I feel like somebody has something not quite right about them, and they need to kind of like face reality, or they need to face themselves. Okay, but if you are wishing for something, or you're wishing for better treatment, you're wishing for love, or you're wishing for beauty or something like that, it's going to work. Again, somebody here is very, very magical, because this is the Queen of Wands. The wands represent magic, creativity. So somebody is the embodiment of magic, beauty. So with the oh so magical, you know what I mean? And then underneath that, we have the witch. Yeah, somebody's like a natural born witch. They're just very gifted. I feel like someone doesn't actually recognize how much power they actually have, or this could be you. Okay, yeah, we have the Two of Wisdom, the Two of Swords. Again, somebody doesn't know what's going on. They can't recognize something. So somebody could have been in denial about something. So I feel like if you're in denial, if somebody else is around you, that's when the Tower is going to happen. The divine is going to get involved, especially if you're dealing with somebody who's operates from pure love, or somebody who loves you. Okay, now also somebody's not seeing something for what it truly is, because someone's looking at something in a negative way. So it's saying to be optimistic when it comes to a situation, or when it comes to some kind of tower. Okay, yeah, we have the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so a lot of communication, a lot of downloads. Yeah, the Ten of Passion, the Ten of Wands. Okay, so I feel like someone's really, really stressing about you, but you know, in this card, she's not stressed. She just has a multitude of energy that is currently attaching itself to her antennas right there, okay? She is at the full capacity of creativity, the full capacity of magic, and it all comes from her mind. So I feel like this is what somebody's comparing themselves to, because I feel like you're very creative, you're very magical, like I said, but it comes naturally to you, or it's been gifted to you from the ancestors, and someone is... It's almost like someone is upset because they're not as powerful as you, and they wish that they had your power, but then they love you at the same time. Okay, yeah, we have the Emperor of Wealth here, okay? And Two of Passion. So you could be dealing with an earth sign. But like I said, somebody needs to come back down to earth, okay? And you know, wealth isn't just about money, okay? Wealth comes from nature. If we don't look after the planet will eventually, you know, destroy itself, and we'll all be dead. Do you know what I mean? So it's about valuing things, okay? So I feel like somebody needs to value you, or value themselves, or value their mind. All right, so let's just get a message for you that you need to know. Fuck their sun. Fuck their sun, moon, rising, fuck the entire birth chart at this point. They're fucked up. I mean, I feel like someone's coming to the realization that they're not okay. And who don't hear will feel, yeah. Because I feel like somebody was getting warnings about something, or you could have been trying to tell someone something, and it just wasn't registering. Okay. So let's just pull a love card. Yeah, and then we have the Cure. It says healing, strength and weakness, and healthy boundaries. So maybe you put up healthy boundaries with someone. You're just like, listen, I ain't trying to talk to you no more. Or this is what someone has done to you. So somebody has no choice but to seek help. Okay, yeah, and then we have the reconciliation that wanted to come out. It says reconnection, second chances, and harmony. So somebody wants to reconcile with you, but they don't really know what to do right now, because I feel like you were someone's wish fulfillment. Like somebody's very magical, so they pulled you in, or you pulled somebody in. Okay, could be a Sagittarius, a Libra, an earth sign, or a Pisces. Okay, and it's almost like they were in denial about something, or they scared you away, or something like that, or somebody compares themselves to you because you outpower someone. but rather than appreciating that they, you know, but either way, somebody knows that you are the cure, you are the antidote. Okay. And again, like I said, the cure is within nature. So somebody needs to heal themselves. Okay. All right. So, you know, I hope that resonated with somebody. Okay. If it did, let me know in the comment section. Give us a thumbs up. Toodles.